AI can generate 100 beautiful frames in an afternoon and still leave you with nothing. Because the expensive part was never pixels. The expensive part is pressure, the engine that makes choices matter. Before you generate images, write scenes, or build a mood board, lock one sentence. One sentence that names what the work is about and what it promises visually. That sentence should carry 4 things: subject, pressure, point of view, and a visual promise. If you cannot say it cleanly, the machine will happily decorate the confusion. Here is the shift in the AI era. Premises are cheap now. Pitch frames are cheap. Title options, fake trailers, character portraits, visual worlds, all cheap. What AI did not make cheap is story pressure. Pressure is the thing that forces a shot to be chosen, and a different shot rejected. Pressure is what makes the cut feel inevitable instead of arbitrary. So the bottleneck becomes your ability to state the idea clearly enough to direct it. Think of your workflow as 2 layers. AI executes, and you decide. AI can draft alternate loglines, synopses, titles, and character descriptions. It can generate costume looks, location types, key art, and endless variations. It can expand a sentence into beat sheets, shot lists, prompt chains, and animatics. It can even rewrite the same premise across genres, tones, and platform formats. But you decide the central pressure. Are we watching pursuit, escape, seduction, exposure, transformation, revenge, survival, confession? You decide the point of view. Whose desire organizes the screen? You decide the visual promise, the repeatable image system the audience will remember. And you decide the boundary, what does not belong, even if it renders beautifully. That boundary is not a limitation. It is the tool that makes the project coherent. For film, your one sentence is a dramatic engine. It names a protagonist, a desire, an obstacle, stakes, and pressure. A simple pattern helps. When an inciting pressure hits, a specific protagonist must pursue a clear objective against a main obstacle before a consequence lands. The craft trick is to name the protagonist by function: a small-town police chief, an off-duty cop, a grieving mother, a young drummer. Functional language gives the camera something to aim at. Avoid character summaries that cannot be cast, blocked, or shot. Next, make the objective filmable. Escape the alien. Expose the conspiracy. Rescue the hostages. Win the audition. Survive the night. Be suspicious of objectives like find himself or understand memory. Those are themes, not playable actions. If you can't storyboard it, you can't direct it. Then, state the obstacle as a pressure system. Sometimes it is a person, a rival, a terrorist, a controlling partner. Sometimes it is an environment, a shark, a spaceship, a locked building. Sometimes it is social, surveillance, celebrity machinery, legal bureaucracy. The key is that the obstacle pushes back scene after scene. Compression is your friend too. One night, one concert, one drive, one police search. Compression gives your edit rhythm for free because every scene inherits urgency. Finally, the sentence should imply a tonal contract. Horror carries dread and violation. Thriller carries hidden information and irreversible stakes. Comedy carries contradiction and escalation. Drama is still desire under pressure, not mood alone. For music videos, the one sentence plays a different role. It is not a plot summary. It is a repeatable visual rule that binds the track, the artist, performance, and the hook. A useful pattern sounds like this. For this artist and song, the video shows the artist doing a specific action inside one visual world, using one repeatable image hook, escalating with the track's energy. Start with the artist's screen identity: monarch, outlaw, witness, clown, lover, ghost, athlete, preacher, android, child, double. The concept should help the artist read instantly on screen. If the identity is generic, the video becomes interchangeable. Choose one dominant world: studio, motel, church, warehouse, desert road, bedroom, nightclub, office, school. AI can generate 30 worlds in 30 seconds. Directing is choosing the one world that holds the song together. Define the repeatable hook. It might be choreography, a hand gesture, a formation, a synchronized turn. It might be an image, a red veil, a mirrored room, a burning car. It might be an edit rule: cut on the snare, jump on the lyric, match cut between outfits. Or a camera rule: locked off tableaus, handheld pursuit, a 360 orbit, a push-in every chorus. Hooks are not decoration. They are the binding agent. Notice what comes next. You map energy, not plot. Verses can contain and set up. Pre-chorus can start moving the camera, or introduce extras, or change light. Chorus should return to the clearest version of the hook. Bridge can rupture, slow down, break the camera rule, or force a direct stare. Final chorus either scales up or strips down to something blunt. That is directing the song's structure visually. A fast test helps both film and music video. Stress test the sentence. For film, can you list 5 scenes the sentence demands? Not scenes you hope to include, scenes it forces into existence. For music video, can you list 5 shot types the concept demands? A full-body master, a low-angle hero close-up, an insert of the hook object, a profile tracking shot, an overhead choreography shot. If the sentence does not demand shots, it is not a concept yet. Another test is subtraction. What does the sentence tell you to remove? If you cannot name what is forbidden, the project has no edges. Sound can be part of the sentence too. In film, maybe the dominant sound is silence, room tone, breath, alarms, a score pulse. In music video, maybe it is beat lock, vocal dominance, lyric accent, bass impact, and pick 3 color words early. Not a full palette plan, just 3 anchors that keep you consistent. You can see how a single sentence becomes visible on screen in great work. In Jaws, the engine is a police chief, trying to protect a beach community from a shark, while power keeps beaches open. So the beach becomes the pressure zone, and the shark is withheld. Wide geography makes civilians readable as vulnerable bodies in open space. Underwater point-of-view shots turn an unseen threat into a directing presence. Even a dolly zoom can become story pressure, a visual shock of realization. In Alien, the crew brings an unknown organism onto a commercial ship and must survive, so the ship becomes a sealed, industrial maze. Narrow corridors, low ceilings, steam, and hard practical light restrict escape routes. Close-ups and handheld searching make the audience scan with the crew. The chestburster turns the threat into violation, not just danger. That is the sentence controlling design: blocking, lenses, and sound. Die Hard is even more mechanical. An off-duty cop trapped in a high-rise must stop terrorists and save hostages, including his estranged wife. So the building is the arena, and geography drives suspense. Elevator shafts, stairwells, glass, offices, roof, vault, all become readable zones. Bare feet, blood and sweat make his body a cost meter. You always feel consequence because the engine demands it. Get Out shows a different kind of pressure. A black photographer visits his white girlfriend's family and discovers hospitality hiding a predatory system. Social discomfort is staged as horror before the mechanism is literal. Polite dialogue holds on close-ups long enough for micro-reactions to turn threatening. The Sunken Place gives abstract loss of agency a direct visual form. Clean interiors make the violence feel institutional, not chaotic. Music videos reveal the same logic, just with different rules. Single Ladies is one hook, executed ruthlessly. Beyoncé with two dancers on a minimal black and white stage. Synchronized choreography as the entire system. No plot, no location change, no prop logic beyond gesture and body line. Full body masters protect readability. Hard side light and simple costuming isolate silhouette. The concept becomes identity and meme logic because the sentence is strict. Bad Romance makes a world instead. Lady Gaga as fashion horror, pop figure in a white bathhouse, an auction-like space of desire and control. Every set, costume, and gesture supports monstrous glamour. Humble uses iconic, high-contrast tableaus, not as variety, but as argument. This Is America uses tracking movement, so the viewer must choose performer or background chaos. Different sentences, different machines, same principle. If you want to direct the machine, prompt the sentence before the style. Start with protagonist and pressure, or artist identity and hook, before lens talk. Separate story field from image field. Story is who wants what blocks them, and what failure costs. Image is location, shot size, palette, blocking, camera movement, and sound roll. Then specify exclusions, no unrelated skylines, no extra characters, no random costume changes, no location shifts outside the concept. Exclusions keep AI from improvising a different project inside your project. One more practical habit helps. Generate in 3-frame tests. A setup frame, a pressure or hook frame, and an escalation or payoff frame. Reject any frame you cannot explain with the sentence. If the best-looking image does not serve the engine, it belongs to another project. Most mistakes are really sentence mistakes. People write a topic instead of an engine, like a film about grief and technology. Or they mistake a mood board for a concept, like dark, sexy, neon, smoke, cars. Or they let AI expand before the sentence is stable and end up with 10 characters and 3 tones. Beautiful language can be a trap too. If your sentence sounds poetic but cannot be directed, translate it into actions and consequences. So here is the real takeaway. In an era where execution is abundant, the one sentence is your creative authority, the line that makes every frame mean something.